Tune in, let's go. Faith and real talk, let his goodness show. Ladies unfiltered, women, faith, realness. Gracie Miss Feed, Jennifer J, fearless. Walking with God through life's ups and downs, sharing his love all around. Yeah. On Praise FM, where to live. The light don't dim. We talk hope, health, and trust in Him. Ladies unfiltered, keeping it true. Right at the center, keep finding you. Ladies unfiltered, keeping it true. With God at the center, keep finding you.
Hello, beautiful people. So good to see you again. I am Miss V. Welcome to Ladies Unfiltered.
And I am Jennifer J. It's good to be back.
Okie dokie. Wow. We've talked about a lot of things this month. So we're going to start in with a new topic today. It is going to be Heart Health Month. Discussion around having a healthy heart. I was interested when we were talking about it. You wrote heart as H-A-R-T.
That was my voice text. Siri cannot spell. FYI. So I saw that later and I didn't go back and correct it because you had already responded. But I was like,
Yes.
Are you kidding, Siri? Really?
Yeah, our public schools are good. It teaches us how to spell, right?
Yes. But when you voice text into your phone,
Yes.
Siri does not know how to spell. She did not go to school. She was created.
So, but the message was loud and clear, and in any case. So, as I was researching this, because for one, Gracie's not here with us again.
Our
Get
resident
well.
nurse.
Get well. All right, and she is our nurse, right? She's our medical person.
Yes, she is. Very
So,
knowledgeable.
Yes, and experienced. And we're missing you.
Yes, we miss you, Gracie.
Okay, so we're going to do our best to try to give you some information, maybe some statistics surrounding heart disease or cardiovascular disease and what parts of the body it can affect. Some, as I said, some statistics. And by all means, realize we are not doctors,
No.
nurses. We're just having a discussion.
Yeah.
And guess what, people? We want you to be healthy.
Yes.
We want you to be happy. All right. So
Yes.
just a few tips. All right.
Yes.
All right. Let's jump into it then. I'm going to give a couple little statistics and to see how prevalent this is amongst people. 1 of 3 women will die of heart disease or stroke. That kind of threw me when I read that.
That is a sobering statistic.
Oh my goodness. I did not realize that women were having so much trouble with their cardiovascular systems. Wow. And they say that some of the diseases and symptoms can be prevented as well.
Right. That's why it's so important for us to be here and talking about it. Yeah.
Absolutely. And just give you a few tips on what to look for. Again, we're not experts. We're not diagnosing anyone. We're just giving you a few tips and symptoms that we've read about and maybe experienced for ourselves. Because as I was researching this, Jennifer, I was like, oh my, I got that. This happens to me. I'm like, oh, how's my heart?
Right?
You know? So I don't want to be like, what is it? What's the word?
Hypochondriac?
Like, yes, I don't want to be that.
Because a lot of symptoms are just, we're getting older.
Yes.
We've gone through menopause. Natural things occur. But also, we have to be wise. And when is it time to go to the doctor?
How about that?
Do we get a physical every year? Because we should. Are we keeping up with our health? And
Yes.
because sometimes if it changes, if something changes, that's when it's important to
Yes.
notify that healthcare professional.
Absolutely. So let me just do a little listing for you. You know, Miss V love lists. Okay. Heart disease. causes the most deaths in the United States. I was like, oh wow, heart disease.
Wow.
The most out of cancer's number 2.
Wow.
Strokes number 3. Diabetes on down the row. I was like, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We really do need to take this seriously.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We really do. And I'm kind of a phys ed type chick, from my background and career. And I think I tend to be in denial sometimes about my health and maybe a few symptoms because I'm going to try these old wise remedies first, lots of times, you know. And, we're going to try the aspirin. We're going to try, the wet rags or the warm rags or the ice or all those things first when we may need to move a little quicker through those remedies.
Right.
And really get checked out, and
I think
particularly when we have a nest of symptoms.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think sometimes, too, people often associate heart disease with obesity.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
People being overweight.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a thing, and maybe you've heard of it, called skinny fat.
Yes,
where
I heard
people
of it.
appear thin,
Mm-hmm.
but on the inside, it's that fatty tissue that's the most prevalent. That there's too much of that, or the calcification in your arteries and things that you can't see. You might look thin. That does not mean you don't have heart disease.
Right. Cholesterol plays a big part in that too. And I was like kind of a little peeved at my doctor.
Tell us about it.
I got a story.
I know you do. I want to hear it.
When I came from Pennsylvania, they had already kind of told me I need to watch my high blood pressure. I'm like, go ahead. I feel good. I'm still doing whatever I need to do and how I want to do it. What's the big deal?
Right.
And I'm like, yeah. I feel good. I'm looking good already. So I would just be in denial, put it off. I'm okay. When I got to Arizona, again, I was told you might want to watch your blood pressure. If not, if it's continuously high, then we're going to have to put you on medication. I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm still feeling good, I can run, I can jump, I can do all the other things I still want to do. I'm not feeling it on the outside or the inside at this point. But that's, I think, is part of the sneakiness of it. Is that the symptoms are not oftentimes obvious.
Right.
And if you're not doing that high blood pressure test.
Checking your blood pressure.
Yes.
Yeah.
You will not ever know that you have high blood pressure. And I really had to come to terms with putting off the denial and safeguarding myself for my own personal health and safety, and for my family and my children as well, grandchildren. So I really have come to the realization that I really do need to do that blood pressure. I got a machine, a device.
Yeah, we have one at home.
Yes, and it still stuns me. When you go to the doctor too, what they say that your blood pressure rises even just by going to a doctor's office. And I be in there deep breathing, calming, listening to singing songs in my head. I want to get it down before I go into the actual office.
Right.
As best I can, like before they put me on the test. Okay, Miss V, you're a little high. We'll come back and we'll do a second test on you in a few minutes. My doctor always says, think calm thoughts. So I'm like, okay, I'm thinking calm.
They can also take it on the other arm. Sometimes that makes a difference.
Really?
Yeah.
What have you heard about that? Why?
My husband has hypertension, and they take his blood pressure, and sometimes they take it on the other side.
Oh, yeah?
And it'll be better.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, this is my arm that I even get blood taken out of all the time.
All the time.
All the time. Miss J, tie me up again, please.
Tie you
I don't want to be tacky.
We're having a wardrobe malfunction over here.
So sorry. Tie it tight.
Oh, sorry. Did it get tight enough?
I hope so.
All right.
We're back.
We're back.
I want to look good for y'all.
We're
Okay,
real
go
and
ahead.
authentic. And unfiltered.
And glasses. Where they at? On my head?
Next to you.
Oh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Some of the symptoms that I was writing down, as I said, I was like thinking, Lord, I got that. I got that one too.
Mm-hmm.
But like we were talking about earlier too, it could be some age issues, some weight issues, and all of that too.
Mm-hmm.
And I have gained a few extra pounds that I really don't want. Little love handles that I'm just like, they're a little bit too big for me right now for my petite size, you know. But anywho, I digress. Cholesterol has a role in this too, cardiovascular disease. So my doctor did prescribe for me also some pills for cholesterol, and I was just like, she didn't say that to me in the office. I'm taking my high blood pressure medicine, but then when I went to the pharmacy, they were like, okay, and here's your cholesterol. So she didn't tell me I had that.
A little Lipitor.
Yeah, well, it wasn't
Or
Lipitor,
something?
but it's something else now. And I was like, she didn't tell me I had that too. You know, so I'm just like, she's adding to my sick list, and I don't like it.
Right. So what can you do about it?
I'm
Because there
taking-
are some things you can do.
Yeah, I am taking the medication more frequently than I was doing before.
I have a friend who's actually allergic to corn, and so
Love
a
corn.
lot of medications are corn based.
Huh,
So she can't take.
interesting.
She would have an allergic reaction from her blood pressure medicine. So she told her doctor she was going to bring it down on her own.
Mm-hmm.
Was it blood pressure? Cholesterol. It was cholesterol.
Okay.
So she had to start walking, and he said, you will not be able to walk as much walking as it would take for you to get that blood pressure down. But do you
Wow.
know God?
Uh-huh.
Because my God
Yes.
said she could walk 5 miles a day and keep it down without medication.
No kidding.
And so she does.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
She
Is she
walks around-
obedient and disciplined like that too?
Yeah, because she doesn't want to have to take the medicine.
Right.
And so she walks and she prayer walks through her neighborhood.
Awesome. What a wonderful way.
And look at the
creative
ministry God
way.
created
Yes.
out of that and gets glory.
Oh my
So
gosh, that's
there
so
are ways.
good. Yes. So some of these symptoms that I read about were short of breath, needing pillows, more pillows to lift you up in bed so you could breathe better. I was like, I do that. Okay. Of course, one of the most important is the chest pains. All right, and the swelling of legs and arms. Okay, or legs and feet. I'm sorry.
Legs and feet.
Because your arteries are not, getting that blood through. They're being
Right.
clogged or thinned or what it's closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there can be a halo in your eye, your pupil. That looked kind of good though when I was looking at the picture. That halo was like kind of
was
cool.
pretty?
Yeah, to me it was kind of cool. But
And
that is
yet dangerous.
Yes, I was
Yeah.
going to say, but yet dangerous. What else I have here? There could be ulcers. You could have some ulcers. You're going to pee a lot at night frequently. But they tell us to drink a lot of water too.
Yeah.
And I'm of a certain age too.
Mm-hmm.
That I need to probably cut it off like the little kids used to do.
2 hours before bed. No more
Yes.
water for you, Miss B.
Yes, I need to do that because I'll drink
That's funny.
something at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah. And that's why
So,
you're waking up.
Come on. Consequences, girl.
Yeah. I read once that skinny ankles
Uh-huh.
is a sign that you may have heart problems later.
Oh, yeah?
I had a friend in high school. We were cheerleaders together, and she called her ankles elephant ankles. They were not elephant ankles, but they were bigger than mine.
Mhm.
And she was like, I love your ankles. Years later, I remembered that when I read skinny ankles are a bad thing. And I thought, Julie is going to live forever because she has the best ankles.
Wow. So that's interesting. So let's move on to lower your risks, unless you have something you want to add so far.
No, I'm going to wait.
Okay,
I'm gonna wait.
all right.
I do have a story, but I'm going to wait.
Okay. Lower your risks, making lifestyle changes. And I
Yeah,
think we
that's
just
that walking.
Yes, we just talked about that in previous episodes as well. We want to stay healthy, so we have to constantly, or at least yearly, monthly, every 6 months, quarterly, assess your lifestyle. Assess your lifestyle. All right. Improve your diet, adding more fruits, vegetables, and olive oil.
Olive oil.
I've started using olive oil more than the vegetable oil.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing that to work on myself a little bit more too.
Well,
And I'm
we
not
live.
eating a lot of fried foods as much either.
Me either, because of the air fryer.
Okay.
The air fryer is wonderful.
Yes.
But we live in Arizona where we have one of the few, I think one of the two, maybe, olive groves.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, in America.
Oh, really?
So Queen Creek has the olive mill. And it's an olive
Yes,
grove.
and they have bottled olive oil and all
They
that.
have a whole
all
store where
flavored.
everything is
Yes,
made
I have heard
from the
about
olive
it.
oil. And they'll take you through a
Uh-huh.
tour and stuff. If you haven't been,
Yes.
it's a wonderful thing to do if you're ever in the Phoenix area.
Mm-hmm.
But olive oil is a great way to go. And the air fryer, I think, is awesome.
Yes.
Get rid of all that grease.
Yeah, I have one of those. I digress. I have so many devices on my counter now. I'm about driving myself crazy.
Right?
But yes, the air fryer is a good one to have as well. Okay, lower your risks. Exercise regularly, whatever that means for you. Okay. Number 3, managing your stress. 4, improving your sleep quality and more hours. That is one of the more difficult ones for me.
Yeah.
I probably should have a sleep apnea machine.
A CPAP.
Not that one. Not the one that
Not the one that
looks
covers your
like a alien on your face. That's what when I see that, I'm like, oh, that's the alien. She done clamped on to me, and
Right,
she's
right.
getting inside
I
of
have a panic
me.
attack looking at those things.
And then I had a friend when I would travel. She had one, and then they make noise.
Oh,
they're
they're
kind
loud.
of clumsy, and I was just like, oh my goodness, I'm glad it's her and not me. But now they have some other things too. Now you can just put on your arm, right?
Okay.
Some kind of
Did not know.
you use your phone and you can just, I don't know. Y'all know. Okay. Easier and more convenient way to manage. And my hours. I think I tell myself that I can live off of 5.5 hours of sleep, but it really needs to be a good, solid, what do they say, REM sleep. And I oftentimes don't get that. So it's just like, I got to do better in that area.
Yeah.
I really do.
Well, I think we're getting ready to go to break.
Oh, we are.
I think
So
we are.
quickly. No.
So I have a story to tell that I will tell you after the break.
Well, let me get my little things in, and then we'll go to afterwards.
Do that.
Which one? What am I going to do? Read
Yep,
my list?
Read them.
Okay. Healthy choices. Medication, folks. You may have to get some medication. Quit smoking. Okay. If you started smoking, I never started smoking. And lose weight.
Perfect. All right. We will be right back.
See you soon.
Have you ever wanted to host your own inspirational radio show? Have you been called to inspire and spread God's word? Please contact Alicia Rain for more info.
Music Fest International and Christ Central University is headed to the Dominican Republic for 6 days of music and the first alumni class reunion and graduation cruise on Carnival Magic. We will be making stops on the beautiful islands of Amber Cove, Celebration Keys, and Grand Turks. Join us March 1st through the 7th, 2026, as we port from Miami, Florida. Contact Sean or Dr. Lady Rain to reserve your spot today.
Are you interested in continuing your education, certificate, or degree that will prepare you for ministry and equip you in the marketplace? Come make Christ Central International University your home by registering to become a certified Christian published author, Christian life and career coach, chaplain, and get your bachelor's, master's, PhD degree. Visit us at www.myccu.online.
Welcome back. Miss Jennifer has a story to share with us, everyone.
I do. I wanted to share a little bit about why Heart Health Month is so important to me personally. So my mother died of a heart condition, I guess I'll say, for lack of a better word. And as I tell the story, you'll understand more. But something that I learned from that is that women's symptoms are often different than men's.
Yes.
And so why chest pain is a common symptom for everyone, women might experience jaw pain. You might think you have a toothache. and it could be your heart or back pain, and that's what my mother had was back pain.
Wow.
And the only way that we learned that, she was at her birthday party. So I don't know how, I'm going to age myself again, but I don't know how many of you remember West Wing, the show West Wing.
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay. Her and her friends all watched West Wing. Now, this was back 23 years ago, so it's back before you could just stream everything, right? You had to actually wait for the fall, for the September premiere to come out, and you had waited all summer.
I remember.
Because they left you on a cliffhanger.
Yes, I remember.
And so for those of you that are watching that are a little younger, when you watch, you know, Stranger Things and it's the season's over, you just tune into the very next thing and whatever. But imagine that you had to turn that off and you cannot watch the next show for an entire week. And at the end of the season, you can't watch for 3 months. Okay, you got that now? Okay, picture that. Tragedy. And so that's what we lived through, right? We had to wait. We had to be patient. And so for her birthday, the season premiere of West Wing was coming out. And it was coming out 2 days before her birthday, so they decided to have her birthday party at her house. They had a nice dinner. They didn't drink alcohol, so they had sparkling cider and all this. And so my mother had been having a little bit of back pain, and she left the room for just a few minutes. The show was going to start in about 15 minutes. She said, I'm going to go lay down for about 15 minutes with the heating pad.
Okay.
Right? So she did that. Show's getting ready to start. They've all migrated into the living room. And she brings the heating pad out, and she's bending down to plug it in. And her friend Kathy says, sorry, I just fell off my... Her friend Kathy says, let me get that for you, Sue. And she said, no, I've got it. And she fell down dead.
No.
Right there. I would not kid
You're
about my mother's
kidding.
death.
What?
Yeah. So, of course, they call 911.
God.
And my mother lived very close to the hospital. They were there in 3 minutes, and they assured us that she was gone before she ever hit the floor. There was no bringing her back.
Oh, my goodness, Jen.
And she was 61 years old, getting ready to turn 62.
Oh, my goodness.
So very young to be dying of a heart condition. Now, the reason I say I don't know what, they knew it was heart related.
Yes.
So apparently when someone dies, they are required to put a reason for death, cause of death, on the death certificate. So they are required to do some sort of autopsy. But we knew our mother and knew she wouldn't want an autopsy. And okay, thinking back, we should have done one because it would be good for us to know, right? But at the time, we all thought, oh, Mama wouldn't want that. We're not going to do that. So they just did whatever they have to do, but they didn't do a full one. So we don't really know for sure what it was. We know it was something to do with the heart. They said it wasn't an aneurysm, so it wasn't that, but I'm not sure exactly what it was. So I say that to say she was probably having that back pain, you know, before that. Had she called the doctor when she started having the back pain, or, you know, I don't know, but it can happen. It can happen that fast. And so it's very important to me that it get talked about and that people take it seriously. And I have this tattoo on my arm. I don't know if y'all can see it. Can you see it? It says, even if. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Looking at my producer, can you see it? Okay, so what my oldest sister did when she outlived Mama, she turned 61 and 364 days old, which meant she lived 1 day longer than my mom. She went and got a double piercing on her ear, and she said that was just her little wink to Mama, and Mama would have loved that. Wasn't that we were memorializing outliving Mom. I mean, kind of we were, but Mom would have loved it. She would be so happy that we outlived her. So one by one, I'm number 5, right? So what I did is I went and got my first tattoo, and I planned it 4 years in advance that I was going to get a tattoo the day before my 62nd birthday because I outlived Mama.
Yes.
So I got Even If, which is from Daniel 3:18, that Daniel would not bow down, right, to the false idols. they said they won't bow down. He would rather die. So even if you kill me, I'm not going to bow down. I also coupled it with Howard, because I was also engaged, and said, it's even if, no matter what, it's even if anything, fill in the blank, I will love him forever. So even if. So it also has a little iris on it, and that's just because we had irises in our yard growing up, and Mama loved them. I don't know that it was her favorite flower. I know that we had them in the yard, and she loved them. She loved everything. She was one of those glass half full type of people. But that just reminds me of her, so that's why I got that. So it is important to check on your heart. It is important to take it seriously. It is important to talk to your doctor if your body is changing, if something is amiss, if something is different than it used to be. Speak up.
I'm sitting here still aghast. Perhaps my verbal response to the information you just shared was like, suddenly. It was just suddenly. So I cannot even imagine. And were the kids there?
No, it was her and her friends.
Okay.
So we were not there. We got a phone call. Interestingly, I had an iPhone, Apple iPhone, and it died. Just like it could not be resuscitated. It just died. When my sister called, it was my brother-in-law, actually. My sister was in tears. And he called the landline, because back then everybody still had a landline.
Yes.
And he said, well, I tried your cell phone. I said, it died. I don't know, just a few minutes ago. It just, out of the blue, it just died. It died when my mom died. Is that weird? And it's just dead.
Oh, wow.
And so my mother, I believe, is living in heaven. I hope. I don't know that 100% because I don't know 100%. But she is the one that led me to the Lord and taught me about Christ. So I'm going to trust that she is in heaven with him. But it is important to get our heart checked.
Man, oh man, oh man. My heart goes out to you, baby. I couldn't grasp the suddenness of it. You know, just reaching down to do something, and you're gone.
Gone.
In a blink of an eye, right? Oh my goodness. My God, my God, my God, my God. Okay. Our lives parallel in so many little ways. In terms of how we respond to what has happened to us as well in life. Lupus runs in my family, which basically is an autoimmune disease.
And so celiac, see, and they're very similar.
Yes. So in autoimmune diseases, your body attacks itself, basically. And of course, it's the livers, the joints, the bones, the heart, the kidneys, anything can be attacked. So no one, the theme of the age of death in your family. None of my siblings have lived past 62. And all of my siblings have passed away. I'm of four. I'm one of four that is still living. And I'm like you. I celebrate that each and every, if not day, definitely every year, because the Lord has allowed me abundance of years. I'm 72, just so you're interested. I'm 72, to be 73. So I've lived well past my siblings, of which I miss consistently. And my mother, though, lived until she was like 97.
Wow.
So I have hope for a long life.
Yes, longevity.
As well, through her. So, and genetics can play a part in heart disease. I didn't mention that earlier.
Yeah.
But genetics can play a part in that as well. Yeah. So God is good.
All the time?
All the time, God is good.
God is good.
Okay. Until next time, we are
Ladies Unfiltered.
Ladies Unfiltered, keeping it true. We've got